Hey everybody, it's Barbara. And as promised, the summer of love continues, wedding season continues. Here it is, the limited edition Love is Love wedding gift set by Integrity Toys, featuring Cabot and Milo. I just wanted to take a moment to show you how beautifully sculpted this box is. Like the East 59th Street set, it's going to open book style, and the gentlemen are going to be on either side. But I thought I'd tease you a little bit and talk to you about the textures, because I think the textures are very much a part of this gift set. If you can hear that, that's the top and bottom of the box. The cardboard is textured, trimmed in black, with a black-gray print. And of course, this is going to say the industry on both wider sides, I should say. On both wider sides, as Cabot and Milo are part of the industry collection. And also, like the last run of the industry, there's something else really, really nice and textured and classy. And that is how the dolls are first presented to us. These gorgeous, thematic, movie premiere style posters. Milo Montez on the left, Cabot Clark on the right. The posters themselves are matte film stock, and they peel down to reveal the men. And we will be spending a lot more time now talking about these gorgeous men. So if you will give me and permit me a few minutes to do so, I'm going to debox them, and then we're going to talk about them tail to tip, top to bottom. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Welcome to the wedding, everybody. And here we are again, the gentlemen all in their wedding finery. I am literally blown away by the amount of detail in these ensembles. And what do I mean by that? I mean, you literally cannot believe the detailing on the shirt. I don't know if anybody's talked about Milo's shirt yet. So, and it's my favorite part of his ensemble, frankly. So I'm gonna start from there and then kind of go back up to his sculpt and everything, and go through it. But let's just talk about this shirt. Okay. Look at the detail in the seaming. This is a true tuck shirt. You have the proper seaming right at the shoulder, then you have a little bit of give here. You have another seaming here on both sides, obviously. And you have the mark here at the upper chest. And it's just you could tell that this is a very well-cut shirt that in reality would clearly have been made specifically for Milo's definition and his shape. And the stitching, and if you can see here, it's like the L here at the side. Obviously it's at both sides, but this is the L here and the L here. The detailing is unbelievable that they went into that much detail for the shirt when people would usually just keep the jacket on and jacket closed, which is what I was planning on doing. But then I thought, well, let me see if they put a gentleman's pocket in here, which they didn't do. But but this is just, I can't get over this, that they put so much detailing into the seaming of his shirt. I shouldn't be surprised at this point, given that it's Integrity, but I am surprised because of how great of a job they did with it. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about him. Obviously, I said I would go from top to bottom. There is a solid amount of product in his hair. This would need to be washed out if you wanted to restyle it. And why would you want to? Because you could do a flatter, layered look with his hair that would cover the very nice flocking. This is flocked, this is rooted. It would cover the flocking, but it would look, you know, a little bit more like a mushroom cut or a bowl cut if you did it that way. I don't know if you'd want to, but I'm just saying that's what it would look like if you did. I don't think IT has yet tried to do the flocking to do successful facial hair. He does obviously have a little bit more than a 5 o'clock shadow here. Interestingly, he is also wearing eye makeup. He's got a solid one shade of brown across both eyes that matches his brown eyes. No lipstick, obviously, no blush. And his bow tie, which I unfortunately made a little crooked, his bow tie will close with a button. It's like an elastic. Oh, wait, is this magnet? No, I want to pull this and find out the wrong way. This is, I think, how is this gonna? Nope, it's magnet. Yep, this is a magnet, which I wish more. Hello, hi there, hot toys, pop toys. Let's see, Z toys. Hi, you guys. When you do your ties, from now on, you're getting graded on this standard. When you do your bow ties for your action figures, use the magnets. That's your new standard. There you go. Oh my God. Obviously, black brocade. We've talked about this. The 3 buttons at the cuff. I want to see if they did mock links. I may have to take the jacket off just to see. I'm going to take the jacket off on this side just to see how they did the shirt. What they did with the shirt, very interestingly, is you have 2 what would be buttons to hold the cuffs in place here and here. They are not functional. And this is sewn shut. So you don't have that extra collared look. Now, you're probably wondering, why did I put the ring on Milo's right hand? I had a reason. And it wasn't just because when I opened up this review, I had Milo's holding Cabot's hand. Europeans will sometimes wear their ring on the right hand. So I thought that might be a nice acknowledgement of perhaps Milo's European background, if he's not Latin American. But a little bit of a difference. His watch, by the way, he has the more stylized watch of the two. To go with the fact he's wearing the more traditional tux, he has the more stylized watch. That's interestingly set for 8 o'clock. This is sort of like a Nautica watch or a diver's watch with the double, with not just the time, but the 2 other settings in it. It is set in gold. He's also going to wear the more traditional Oxford shoes. People have talked in their reviews about the socks and not putting them on. I don't put socks on anyway because that's like stain central. So I didn't do it. And just, by the way, just to conclude, zipper and hook and eye. And I don't want to push too hard, but I'm willing to guess that he's not going to be wearing underwear. I don't think we're going to get that or see a lot of them until we get to Monarchs. I can't tell if he's got a bodysuit on underneath. I really would have to pull this. So let's try. See, I know if I do this, excuse us for propriety's sake. Yeah, I can't get the hook and eye, so I don't know And I don't want to force it, so I don't want to say whether or not it is or it isn't. I'm almost tempted to say this is a full-on bodysuit, but I could be completely wrong, so I don't know. That's the bottom line, is I just don't know, and I don't want to force it. But man, Milo's shirt, that is class right there. Is his shirt. So let's go ahead, take a look at Cabot's ensemble. Cabot, of course, the first really big and obvious difference to Cabot's ensemble is he's wearing, his does not close with hook and eye. He has this very interesting oriental style ball and cord closure that you sometimes see with a bathrobe. So I think that's to keep with the brocade here. Somebody called it fish. I'm going to agree now, seeing it up close. This is like a fish brocade, multicolored. And by the way, now that I'm seeing his shirt up close, I'm going to take back what I had said previously, that I thought he was making a nod to Vitoise's gown. The pinks here are just enough darker that it's two separate dresses. Now again, let's take a look at his shirt. We know that it has that very stylized pleated front that's typical of a tuck shirt. It's not tailored in that L design like Milo's. He does have a cummerbund. It is a separate piece from his pants. The pants and the cummerbund are separate pieces, and the shirt is a separate piece. And again, the bow tie in the back is the magnet closure. This is a fuchsia tux, by the way, which will match or pick up the fuchsia in the fish. Let's put him back on the stand, which I will boost up a little bit. By the way, and obviously, they come with separate stands. I'm using a Fashion Royalty double stand because I just thought it was more appropriate this way. Cabot also has a lot of product in his hair, also flocked on the sides, rooted on the top. You would have to wash this, and if you washed it out, you would get that bowl look again. Cabot has a much lighter brown over his eyes, which are blue, and he wears glasses, which do not have a frame in them. Sometimes they do that, sometimes they don't. Because he has the much more stylized tux, he has the much simpler watch. The very, the traditional Roman numbers. I'm pausing here because I was reading the other day that there's a whole generation now of children who don't know how to read clocks in schools because the clocks are not digital. They'll use not even the Roman numbers, but the Arabic numbers. And P.S., by the way, there are parents who don't want to teach their children Arabic numbers, not realizing that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anyway. Both gentlemen, by the way, have on these very nice gold bands. They are very well defined. Usually in the past, when you've had wedding shoots, the bride and the groom do not wear as defined bands as these guys are wearing. And again, because his suit is a bit more stylized, he's going to wear the stylized loafers with the gold buckles on them. Milo has I'm sorry, this is Cabot. Cabot has pockets. And I can put my fingers in them, as you can see, so he can do the same with his. I'm noticing that this also, just in terms of the cut of Cabot's tux is a little looser. It's not quite as precisely tailored as Milo's much more traditional look. But he also, by the way, does have pockets that you could put his hands in. Okay. Now, what else does this lovely set come with? Something to note, which people have been talking about, is they both come with cell phones. One is gold, one is a much more metallic black. They are called T-phones, and instead of the infamous apple, it's a pear, because of course these are a pair of lovebirds. Both of them come, not surprisingly, with extra hands. The dialing hands, the what are they called hands? The dialing hands, the play with your phone hands. There they are. And interestingly, usually when you get these kind of hands, one hand can wear a ring, the other one can't. Both sets, obviously, they can keep their wedding rings on. Both of them came with socks. The traditional black silk sort of tubing socks. If you collected the original Holmes line, you have about 16 million pairs of them, if they're still in good shape. If not, congratulations, you're getting 2 more pairs. And now it's time for everybody's favorite part of my reviews, where I try to guess what the clues are in the paper goods. This certifies that Cabot Clark and Milo Montez were joined in marriage before witnesses on this day, June 8th, 2019. By the way, the watches seem to indicate that this is happening at 8 o'clock in the evening. I would assume, because if they're getting married at 8 o'clock in the morning, shame on them! Nobody should be out of bed at that hour. They were married at the Grand Plaza Hotel, New York City, by virtue of the power invested in me by the state of New York. I, Reverend... this is the part where I have to take it off screen. Adam Adelson, duly attest. Tula Bell True and Bellamy Blue, who we have seen before. Tula Bell being Poppy's granddaughter. Bellamy Blue being very close friends with that family. They are the witnesses. And this is the invitation. You're invited. So let's open it up. You have the male signature on the back. You're invited. Again, the trimming like the box itself. United in love, Cabot and Milo invite you to join them at their wedding at the Grand Plaza Hotel, New York, Saturday, June 8th, 2019, followed by dinner, drinks, and dancing. So there you have it. By the way, if you are on Facebook or you are somebody who collects, there's a wonderful group on Facebook called the Pink Lounge. Obviously, there's a heavy other companies influence, but it is a place for 12-inch 1/6 scale collectors to come together and to share. And on June 8th, we will be posting our dolls arriving and celebrating Milo and Cabot's wedding. So if you have this set, hold that thought. If you have this set, or if your dolls are going to be going to the wedding, feel free to come and post your photos. Or maybe you're someone who does really cool dioramas and you want to post the table settings or what the head table is going to look like. This event really does inspire creativity, so let yourself go wild for this. Now, the big question, should you get this set? It is pricey. It's just under 200 USD, US American dollars. And that makes a big difference now with the tariff war going on between the US and the rest of the world. Thank you, Cheetos and Chief. But I've never seen them do a tuck shirt as nicely as they've done Milo's. I know I'm obsessing on that shirt, but really it deserves to be obsessed over. I've not seen them do a tux like this ever, or a shirt that color ever. The bow ties are the bomb. Again, hear ye, Mattel, Pop Toys, Hot Toys, ZZ Toys. Anybody else who does 1/6 scale action figure male clothing, those bow ties are closing with magnets in the back. Boom! It's on you to replicate. Obviously, you should get this set. For a lot of reasons, it's worth it. The playability is endless. They're gorgeous male dolls. We haven't had a whole lot of male action lately. Hello, Monarchs. So this is definitely a set to get. And I hope to see you on June 8th at the Pink Lounge. I will be posting some of my folks as they get ready to attend the wedding. And I hope I will see you guys there too. So for Milo and Cabot, for me, Barbara, I will see you guys in my next review. Going to be a totally different review. The Summer of Love is going to take a pause. And we're going to turn to the Summer of Crime. What the hell could that be about? Well, stay tuned and find out. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.